I figured I'd make a video of this 45-gallon saltwater system. There's not much to talk about. I just did a water change on it about an hour ago. I do about a 40%-ish water change. I know most people say 20 or 30 or 10 or whatever, small increments, but I've never had an issue with 40%, so to each their own, but it works for me. There's quite a bit of fish in here. This isn't their permanent tank. They're gonna be going to a 180 or a 220 here in the spring, so maybe 4 or 5 months from now. But they look good. I like them. There's nothing really extravagant in here. There's some damsels, clownfish, hawkfish, some tangs, wrasse, chromises. There's emerald crabs. There's a couple blennies, and some corals, that emperor angel, and there's a fire angel, or what is he? Coral angel? I don't even remember. All these guys have been in here for probably right around 5-6 months, maybe they've been in here. They all start off super tiny, and they're still pretty tiny. I mean, they're not much bigger than my damn thumb. But the coral, I just have not been having the best luck with. It's just, I can't get my light settings right. I have very big lights for this tank. Way too big of lights, but it works out well because I can turn them down, so I don't have to be all the way turned up or whatever. And they were a better deal for 2 of them than just 1. So, anyways, I just can't get the coral right. I feel like the lights burn the coral. That's too bright, so I've turned it down. And then these corals have been doing really good, but I've not went out and got any more. I've only tried maybe 4 pieces, and the 2 that are left. But yeah, there's nothing too extravagant about the tank, but hopefully the next tank will be pretty interesting looking. I'd love to have like a whole reef system, or even if I can't get the coral down, I'd love to have just a awesome fish display. Here though, the saltwater fish are fairly expensive. Like this Scopus tang, he was I think $65. That clownfish was $50. The damsels were $10 each. The sailfin tang, he was $50, but he's supposed to be 80, but his fin's messed up, and I figured I'd take him. Hawkfish is like, I think, $40. The little angel down here was 80, and then this big fucker right here, he was $300. But he was a misorder. They didn't order him on purpose. As a new employee ordered him because like the name of it, not realizing how expensive the fish was or how big they get, because they get pretty massive. They get like 12 to 15 inches, I believe. Like, they get big. But because it was a misorder, he was $300 on sale for $240. But $240 for a fish is still crazy priced. But his colors have changed dramatically. He went from a straight juvenile angel with the blues and whites to he's starting to get his adult colorations and correct striping, which is interesting to watch. I know everybody's gonna hate that he's in here because he's supposed to be in a very large tank, but he's gonna be eventually. And for right now, he's doing absolutely fantastic. It really surprised me. He just owns this tank and is super personable. He'll see you walking up to it and greet you like an Oscar almost. Like the freshwater Oscar fish. He's really not too far off from that. Like, he'll eat out your hands, and it's fairly interesting. I guess just large fish are more like that. I don't know, because Oscars are around the same size as he is, but obviously very different fish. But I had a bunch of Oscars in the past, and he behaves very similar to an Oscar, which is just really interesting to me. But yeah, like I said, I just changed the water in this tank, so it's not absolutely perfect, but it's pretty freaking clear still for just getting changed. But yeah, there's not much to talk about for the tank. This is what's in here right now. There was some different fish in here in the past. I think I made a video before. Those fish just didn't work out, so I ended up returning them. But yep. Alright, this is more of an update for me than for anybody else, just so I can look back in a couple years and see what it looked like then. But thanks for watching if you did watch.